Sorry, technical difficulties. Alright, so I have to do these parentheses first in order of PEMDAS. Negative 3 and 5/10 times 2, that's negative 7. Negative 58.8 divided by negative 7. You getting your calculator? You doing it? That's be a positive 8 and 4/10. Sorry for my sloppy handwriting. Alright. Next one. Factor out the coefficient. Coefficient. Again, the word coefficient, like co-worker. Someone who works with a variable. Oh, well, there's my variable, the letter D, and there's my variable, the letter Z. The coefficient is a 2, and the coefficient here is 36. So I'm going to separate 2D and 6, and I'm going to factor out the coefficient. That means I need to separate the 2. So 2D is just like 2 times D. Now 6, how can I represent that as 2 times something? 2 times what gets you 6? That's 3. Now that these are in common, my final answer will have 2 out in the front. We'll have a D, we'll have a 3, and my final answer, just like my original problem, will have a plus sign in it. My final answer is 2 parentheses D plus 3. Second question again. I'm going to break up my 36Z, my 2 terms, and my 108. Okay, so I'm going to do 36 times Z. That's 36Z. Again, I want to make 108 represented by 36 times something. Okay, well, I don't know that fact. I don't know about you. So I'm just going to divide these two in my calculator. 108 divided by 36, and that'll get me that missing number. Missing number is 3. Again, since these are the two numbers I have in common, that's the number that's going to be written out in front of my parentheses. What's left over is a Z and a 3. And again, my original problem has a minus sign, so my final answer will have a minus sign as well. 36 times Z minus 3. These are a whole bunch of different answers, and Miss Sforza and Miss Katowski will be happy to give you the answers to those. I'm not going to do them just because they're quick drill calculator problems. Alright. A loon is flying at a height of 10 feet above the lake. Keyword above. The loon dives into the water to catch a fish at a depth of 6 feet. Okay, so let's imagine this. Here's my water. Yes, I know it's red. My loon is 10 feet above the lake. And he's diving down under the water to a depth of 6 feet to get a fish. Well, just by looking at this picture can really help me see what the change in elevation was. He went from a positive 10 all the way down here to a negative 6. Well, I see two answers that sort of make sense. 16 and negative 16. The question is, what did it change? Did he go up 16 or down 16? Well, this picture clearly shows he went down 16 feet. So negative 16 feet. Okay, next one. What is the following is the sum of 1/2 and negative 2/3? Again, this is one of those, just put it in the calculator question, and Miss Forza and Miss Katowski will get you the answer. The word sum, you just need to know what that means in order to put the correct problem in your calculator. Sum means add. So you are putting this problem in your calculator, and you're going to get the answer. Okay, moving on. Find the sum or difference. This is what we talked about in the past couple days. The only time I can add is when I have like terms. So I'm going to circle the like terms, or box them out, up to you. In my calculator, I'm going to do 3 and negative 4. What is 3 plus negative 4, or 3 minus 4? That's negative 1. The like term x is going to stay with it. Now I'm going to continue on. I'm going to box the next two. Negative 5 and a positive 1. Negative 5 plus 1, negative 4. And that's my final answer. All right, keep it going. Same concept. Don't let those decimals freak you out. I have negative 2 1/10 k, and I have 7k. In my calculator, I can do this out in hand. I'm going to have to do it right now because I don't have a calculator handy with me. I'm going to have to different sign subtract. Oop, that's not an 8. That's a 4. Alright, I get positive 4.9k. Ooh, sorry, my k's off. And then I have a negative 2 and a positive 5. Negative 2 plus 5 in my calculator gets me a positive 3. Final answer, 4 9/10 k plus 3. Next one's a subtraction problem. These two are both subtraction problems. In order to do a subtraction problem, I have to follow my subtraction rule. Leave, change, inverse. Leave, change, inverse. I have to do that before I do any kind of combining. Leave, change, inverse. The opposite of 3 is negative 3. The opposite of minus 4m is plus 4m. I'm going to do this one while I'm at it. I'm going to leave 6c plus 4, change it to a plus sign, change 8c to negative 8c, change negative 5 to plus 5. So far, so good. Again, one of the most common mistakes is not changing the first term. We see this sign because it's very obvious. Negative 4 plus 4. But this positive 3 kind of gets left out. Make sure you're changing it to negative 3. And make sure you're changing positive 8 to negative 8. Now I'm going to combine the like terms. Here's 2m and positive 4m. That makes 6m. And then I have positive 7 and a negative 3. That makes positive 4. Final answer, 6m plus 4. Next one, 6c, negative 8c. Different sign subtract. Calculator will do the work for you. Negative 2c. Positive 4 and a positive 9 gets me a positive, positive 4 and positive 5 gets me a positive 9. Final answer, negative 2c plus 9. Ooh, we're getting near the end, are we? Yep, that's the last one. Eastside Bowling charges $2.25 for shoes and $3 per game. Westside Bowling charges $1.75 for shoes and $2.50 per game. Write an expression in simplest form that represents how much more, oh, that's a clue word, Eastside Bowling charges than Westside Bowling. Alright, let's get all the Eastside stuff together. Eastside charges $2.25 for shoes and plus $3 per game G. That means each game costs $3. That's why I put the G right next to the $3. Cool. So that's my East Side Bowling. That whole expression. Now I have West Side Bowling. Okay, my West Side Bowling costs $1.75 for shoes and $2.50 per game G. Again, the $2.50 and the G are related to each other because each game costs $2.50. That's why I'm going to be multiplying these two. Alright, again, that whole expression represents my west side. How much more? Now, that's a common misconception that more always means add. How much more? If I'm comparing, even if you take away all this other stuff, here's this price for shoes, here's this price for shoes. How much more is this than that? Well, it doesn't mean add them. It means figure out how much more it is. What's the difference? Are you comparing them? So it's going to be subtraction. So I'm making this one big subtraction problem. We just talked about it. In order to do a subtraction problem with like terms, I have to leave, change, inverse. 225 plus 3G plus negative $1.75 minus 250G. Again, positive 1.75, negative 1.75. Positive 250, negative 250. All right, now go right into the like terms. 225 is a constant all by itself. Negative 1 and 75/100 is also a constant all by itself. Doing a little calculator action on the side. Hope you are too. Different signs I have to subtract. I'm going to get 0.5. Positive, because this one's the bigger one. Now I have to do positive 3g. Oh, I should have circled that, sorry. Positive 3g, negative 250g. When I subtract those, I get positive 0.5, and I gotta stick a g next to it. Can I add these two together? They look really similar, however, they are not like terms because this has a g on it and this does not. So my final simplified answer is gonna have to be 5/10 plus 5/10 g. Alright, thanks for watching the video. I hope you had a good time studying, and good luck on your quarterly. I should be back on Thursday, and that's when your quarterly is. Quarterly is Thursday. Hope you had a good day. Bye.